Hello everybody, welcome to the review. It's 8:45 p.m. Finished watching Transformers 1, the origin story based off the Hasbro action figures, where it is focusing on the relationship between Megatron and Optimus Prime and also exploring the concepts of the Cybertronian heritage. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this review, and as per usual, be spoiler free. Transformers 1, as I said, is focusing on the brotherhood dynamic between Optimus Prime and Megatron, where their ideologies find them separating themselves ever so slowly. And it also is an adventure where they are exploring the Cybertronian heritage based off of based off of primes that came before them. My initial reaction when I watched the trailer was I wasn't sure what to make of it, honestly, because the animation style was not what I was expecting. My initial hope was they would combine the aspects of, say, Spider-Verse and Puss in Boots and combine the two. Watching the film as the story was unfolding, it began to grow on me because I finally understand why it is literally impossible to fully render the landscape of Cybertron on the big screen in a live action way, because it's just so majestic and epic and mystical that this, since it is the origin story, I know there's gonna be further advancements should this film be a success. So I'm really enjoying exactly how they were able to capture Cybertron on the big screen using this type of animation style. The relationship between Optimus Prime and Megatron in this one, also the trailer didn't necessarily give me high hopes, because it just made my expectations go, fall reasonably lower, because again, growing up, you didn't necessarily care about their origin story. So Chris Hemsworth voicing Orion Pax, Optimus Prime, Brian Tyree Henry voicing D16 Megatron. When it's not Peter Cullen or Frank Welker, of course, you find yourself briefly disassociating yourself until you watch the film. And having said that, Chris Hemsworth and Brian Tyree Henry did an amazing job with their respective characters. The beautiful element between the two is that neither of them are attempted to outshine nor even replicate Peter Cullen or Frank Welker. They're given their own flavor and the spin to it by simply having their atmosphere, their aura, portray the characters that they see fit while paying tribute to both of them. The natural chemistry that both Chris Hemsworth and Brian Tyree Henry have with one another gives Optimus Prime and Megatron this true emotional, authentic relationship that you find yourself rooting for them and believing in their cause until the gradual shift begins to happen. And it's a slow, gradual separation between Optimus Prime and Megatron, where Optimus Prime is more of the idealistic, growing to be more of the idealistic, pure-hearted, kind-hearted, and triumphant, inspirational leader, where you have Megatron gradually becoming the sinister villain that we have become accustomed to ever since our childhood. And man, they did such an amazing job with that. I loved watching these two characters interact with one another in an innocent, inspirational way, and slowly they just change, and you realize that forever their relationship has changed the landscape of Cybertron. You have Scarlett Johansson voicing Alita, and then you have Michael Keegan Key voicing Bumblebee, who is more of a comedic relief in the story, and he has a lot of memorable, great lines too, especially the nickname that he comes up with early on. And even though he does repeat that joke here and there a bit much, I didn't necessarily find it too distracting, because I thought it was absolutely fun. When it comes to the Transformers franchise in totality, the 1986 animated feature is still my favorite Transformers film of all time. If you have not watched that film, you need to, because you will not be disappointed, in my opinion. I even have a soft spot for the Michael Bay features, the first three, mind you. The less said about Age of Extinction and The Last Night, the better, in my opinion. I thought Bumblebee was a step in the right direction, and I thought Rise of the Beast was amazing. But when it comes to where they're at now, Transformers 1986, the animated feature, is still number one for me. And this Transformers 1, they're neck and neck right now. I imagine when I do watch this one again, it's probably gonna go above this, because I was not expecting to have as much fun as I did watching this film. I was not expecting such a quality and emotional storyline that allows you to just become fully immersed within the world of Cybertron and the Autobots and the Decepticons. Even the humor in this film, when it comes to balancing between the serious nature and the humor, they did it so perfectly. The last franchise that did it for me, that I felt was perfect, was the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. This is exactly how humor and emotional stakes should be. They should not. You shouldn't have a serious moment be completely ruined by a horrible one-liner. It should be reasonable enough to keep them separated to where you're fully able to be emotionally invested within the moment. Even the action sequences was top notch. Just watching everything unfold on the screen. And look, like I said, I have a soft spot for Michael Bay's features, but it is so refreshing being able to watch on screen exactly what's going on and be able to tell the difference between the Autobots and the Decepticons, because I tell you, those action sequences in Michael Bay films are just still a mess. It's that you watch them now, you realize just how frenetic, chaotic, and uninspiring they are. But this Transformers One, by far, I can honestly say it's probably the best Transformers as of late, the best Transformers film that I've watched recently. Because as much as I did enjoy Rise of the Beast, this is so much better than Rise of the Beast. I have to recommend this film. It's great for children too. At the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and give Transformers 1 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Highly recommended. Great for the family and children as well. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it. If you have watched it, provide a like, continue to spread the word to your friends and family, and provide a subscription. And also be on the lookout, because there are 2 scenes during the credits of Transformers 1. That is my review, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Take care, and peace out.